Greetings, fellow nerds. Welcome to another MTG NerdPhil video where we are doing some Strixhaven Standard. Today, I'm taking my own take on a popular meta deck. I'm just thinking about the weaknesses and the strengths of Mono White and seeing if we can make it a little bit better. So if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, just so you have an easier time finding me in the future. We're on our way to 300 subscribers. And you know, I think I've got what it takes to really be a strong content creator. I'm also live on Twitch. So if you want to follow me there, we're doing some Magic, playing some Edge of Eternity, some Valorant, lots of fun stuff going on there. So be sure to hit the description where you can get this deck list, follow me on Twitch, and also see the past few decks I've been playing during Strixhaven. So question of the day. What do you guys think about Mono White? Do you guys think it's a little too strong right now? It's been strong for quite some time. I think it's in an okay place. I don't think it's necessarily too busted. It's certainly strong, but I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. All right, so today we are playing some Mono White. I think it's more of a mid-ranging deck because we have some more mid to late game drops to consider playing as well. So let me show you what we're working with. So we got 4 Usher of the Fallens. This is a good early drop, but honestly, I put it there. I put it here for control. It's a card that can apply pressure without having to spend resources from your own hand. 3 glass caskets for certain creature decks. And even then, we have a Seasoned Hollowblade if we're not playing against creature decks, so there's still some value in this. 4 Luminarch Aspirants, 3 Professor of Symbology, which actually gets us a couple of things. So we have Academic Probation, Introduction to Prophecy, and Mascot Expedition. I actually need to put in Environmental Sciences, because sometimes I do get mana screwed here. So yeah, we'll just put in 1 because usually we only need 1 to kind of be fine from there. And then 4 Seasoned Hollowblades, 3 Banishing Lights for the removal, 3 Bosrikets. But I think Bosriket has been phenomenal in Mono White, and he certainly is a bit slow, but if you can get him going, especially to that emblem, you pretty much win the game. 4 Elite Spellbinders, no surprise there. Paulo just doing Paulo things. 4 Skyclave Apparitions. 1 Luminous Broodmoth, because, you know, I'm a big fan of the Godzilla, and we got to put in Mothra somehow. Then we got 3 Blade Historians, 2 Mirror's Call, 4 Chasm Veils, 14 Planes, and 4 Fabled Passages. So, let's go ahead and bring this into the standard rank ladder. We are in Mythic, and if you want to know how I got into Mythic, I used, if you want to check my previous videos, Karuga Boys, which is a Karuga deck based on Ultimatum. It's actually the deck I use, which is pretty surprising, but I think it's a fantastic deck, honestly. Might be a little biased because I built it, but, you know, I enjoy it a lot. So, okay, so Fabled Passage is pretty good. Turn 1 and turn 4. Don't mind that at all. Oh, okay, looks like we're playing against rogues. This will be interesting to say, but should be okay, I feel like. Sure, you can get rid of a land. That's fine. Okay. I mean, Seasoned Hollowblade is pretty darn good. Is this mono black rogues, or because I don't normally see the acquisitions expert in this deck? Let's look at the mono black variant, which is interesting. Okay, it is. So it's playing other stuff, which is interesting. I'd be happy to trade. Yep, still happy to trade, honestly. I don't think I need this many Seasoned Hollowblades out. Okay. Yeah. Might as well play the Fabled Passage now. Boom, boom, boom. Beep up, up. Good combat. Hit that. Get going. Now, I gotta say, the Nighthawk Scavenger is actually going to be a little worrisome. I do need to draw a Glass Casket, Skyclave Apparition, or a Banishing Light to solve this problem here. Ooh! Okay, this is actually, that's actually kind of rough. This is actually going to be a little painful here, not going to lie. Okay, we still have not drawn any of our removal spells here. So I'm playing this Season Hollow Blade more for as a blocker here. I have to apply some form of regression. I know the 5 lifelink is going to be pretty costly here. Ooh, that is pretty rough. And there's our Banishing Light. So the one card that could have, or even Apollo, I totally forgot. So the one card that could have actually gotten out as if was on top and it got milled, which is pretty common for us, honestly. Playing from behind, pretty common. Ooh. Okay. So they are playing... This is interesting. I've never run into this deck before, but it's doing some work here, not gonna lie. Opponent is getting a little lucky, not gonna lie. So I'm dead unless I draw one of my exile cards. Perfect, and we drew a land. So yes, obvious weaknesses are flyers, and that's why you have to play the removal spells, right? That's why you have to play the exile cards and hope for them. And of course, on this channel, it's actually very common to kind of get a little bit unlucky, and it's important to know how to play from behind, right? But also, more importantly, it's important to understand mental strength and mental fortitude. So games like that, it's bad luck, but that's okay. It happens. Could we have won? Most certainly. Once we dealt with the Nighthawk Scavenger with any of our cards, would have been easy peasy. So, but here we still got a solid hand. Go ahead and keep it. Too strong, powerful. A lot of powerful creatures here. So, and we're going first, which is always very nice. Always take those. So generally speaking, you only need 4 land. Am I playing the same guy? I feel like I'm playing the same guy. I think I'm playing the same guy. Why am I playing the same guy? The Skill Enforcer. No? What? Am I? This is deja vu. This is actually deja vu. I'm like blinking my eyes to ensure that like I'm not going crazy over here. Okay, so I actually want to hold the Skyclave Apparitions as long as we can here. So I want to apply pressure. He definitely has something. It's the Heartless Act. Makes sense. Okay, I'll attack here. Sure, I'll discard a land. I think this is actually deja vu. Or not. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm actually going to put the counter on here. He plays Heartless Act. Okay, it might have been Dimir Rogues and he just didn't find the blue land. So, I'm okay with that though, personally. If you're still playing Rogues... I mean, I like the other one, because that was like kind of like a non-meta version. But if you're still playing Rogues, come on, it's 2021. Strixhaven's out. You gotta experiment a little bit, right? Have a little bit of fun. I understand why people still play Rogues, though. It has a little bit of a certain consistency in the deck that, like, it doesn't really matter what they're playing against. It's just consistent and enough to warrant playing it. So this hand works for sure. I'll go ahead and keep it. So we have the lands pretty much at this point to function. So we should be fine for the most part. Playing against the Yorion Sultai deck most likely. So that being said, this deck does decently against the Yorion Sultai deck just because it's fast. It has ways of protecting itself. So I feel like we'll be okay for the most part. Now, if I can get him... Here's the thing. I want him to use a spell before I land the Bosriket. Okay, so that didn't quite work out, right? But it was worth a shot because I want to land the Bosriket more than anything. Okay, so you had the Omen of the Sea. Again, I'm okay with this. 1 less damage. I don't think it will matter too much. Oh, kept 2 on top. That's kind of concerning.
bring bread and water for the weary.
But getting two separate threats that are not both the same thing is pretty important in my opinion. Okay. What's actually good about this is that Glass Casket will actually be good fodder for the Seasoned Hollowblade. And again, I'm not going to land the Blade Historian. I want to land it when kind of the opponent is not in a good position, right? So, I guess Introduction to Prophecy. There's the Heartless Act. Okay, that's fine. He still has a much bigger threat to deal with. And now I know he plays Heartless Act, so I may even put the counter elsewhere for the Bosri kit. Ooh, Binding of the Old Gods. It's actually pretty rough because it does get rid of our Bosri kit. But should be okay. I'm gonna get in there for 10, which is pretty strong. Okay. Now I do get blown up by an extinction event. I'm very well aware of that. Which honestly, I would have played Apollo. Oh, this isn't bad. We won! I was like, wait, we still win. So bottom beam, bada boom, easy peasy. Yeah, Bosri Kit is just a nice way to kind of get around certain decks that like focus on creature removal, right? A lot of control decks will have a more, especially in a best of one, a lot of control decks will have a more focus on creature removal because that's kind of like the way they lose because there's just a form of pressure. But I think Bosri Kit does a nice balance of both in a certain sense. So yeah, that's why I like playing him. And honestly, Binding of the Old Gods on a Bosri Kit still sucks, but having a creature that still punches in and applies pressure, how can you say no, right? So, curves out pretty nicely here. Would have been great with an Usher of the Fallen. I probably would have taken an Usher of the Fallen over either one of these two, just so I could curve out pretty nicely, but this is okay as well. Opponent mulligan to 5 here. That's pretty rough. But they're probably playing, they're playing Teamer as well. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, play the Seasoned Hollowblade. I can chuck the Blade Historian, honestly, because I don't have the mana for it, and I might be able to... they're playing 4-color? Okay, now I really don't know what to expect here. Well, let's find out. Let me see what you're working with, sir. Oh, Tybalt's tricked me on my own card. Oh, that sucks. That actually... Oh. Wait, that's actually kind of brutal. Like, out of all the things... Oh, that was actually kind of rough. Oh, I did not like that. Okay. He plays Tybalt's Trickery, and he used it on me. Oh. I don't want to get blown up from an extinction event here, so I'm just gonna wait. Okay, I don't know what the opponent was playing. Alright. Let's get in for a couple more games here. I mean, there is a certain strength to this deck that hasn't been quite shown yet, I feel like. Like, we're missing our... I mean, Blade... No, we did see a Blade Historian kind of come in clutch over there, but I'm trying to think of... Yeah, Skyclave Apparition hasn't really gotten a chance to shine. But honestly, Paulo kind of overtook that spot. Alright, so, good hand, good start. We haven't seen Usher of the Fallen make an appearance either. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This is a relatively easy keep. Yeah, I mean, this is just really mono white good stuff, right? Oh, looks like we're playing against mono red. So Glass Casket is going to actually come in pretty clutch here. We're going to play the Fatal Passage. We're good on lands. Honestly, we only need 4 to ever function this deck. So now that we have our entire mana base set out for the foreseeable future, we'll go ahead and get the Fatal Passage, get that extra land out of our deck, and hopefully we'll draw into good stuff. A Bosmer Kit is actually pretty good against mono red because it just you can hold your creature back as a defender, and it's big, right? So, yep, there's a Robber of the Rich. No surprise there whatsoever. You may take a land. You do not take a land. You actually take a card that's actually very good against you. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the Robber of the Rich right away. Yeah, so I would have loved to have drawn the Banishing Light. It's so good against mono red because it removes the Annex, removes the Torbrand. So a little unlucky there, but nothing to worry about too much, to be quite honest. So next time we're gonna play Apollo. Oh, he plays this version of mono red. Okay, that's interesting. The Rolling Vortex. I know it speeds up the clock, but well, actually, opponent not gaining life probably pretty important, right? And they saw that we're white, so they might think that we're a life gain deck, but we're not. So that might actually end up hurting them more than it'll hurt us. So we'll see. Now, if I see a Torbrand, I'll probably exile that or an Embercleave. Annex I can deal with actually pretty comfortably for the most part. It's just Annex with Embercleave that gets out of control, right? So I think the opponent forgot that. Yeah, because they technically have the mana for it. Okay. So we'll play Elite Spellbinder. He's probably like, oh crap, he's gonna see my hand. Let me see your hand. I think Elite Spellbinder is just so strong because you get so much information out of it. There's just a lot of crazy stuff that happens. I still get the effect, by the way. Oh, it's like big red. I guess it's the flame spell? I don't know if it really matters. Is he... Oh, is this the... This might be big red with that, It might be a CGB big red deck. Stop stealing my stuff. It's really annoying. Oh my gosh, took a Season Hollowblade. He's only... And then I'm gonna draw a land, because that's usually what happens. I actually did not draw a land. Alright. Spoke a little too soon. So I'm actually going to end up playing both Season Hollowblades here. Because they kind of get out of death range, and it stops the Robber of the Rich to some degree, so I don't hate that at all. And I know my two discards is going to be the Usher of the Fallen and the Plains here, so... Alright, opponent. What's your next move? Yeah, there's no real comfortable attack for our opponent. You could tap down one, but that wouldn't really solve the issue. He's still not getting in. Looks like he's tempted to do it at the very least. He wants to do it. Thank you for getting rid of a land. Go ahead and block there. Okay, what's you gonna do? I mean, I know my two discards regardless, so I think we have this in the bag. Yeah, Season Hollowblade is pretty good against mono red because it just stops them in their tracks as fast as you can, as much as you can. So we do it again. And now they're done. Because they don't have enough mana for the other one. So we're chilling. Yep, sorry to say, we are still chilling. Oh, they can still cast the other one. Actually kind of annoying. Spellbinder. I mean, it's the mana efficient thing to do, I suppose. I guess it kind of stops them. I was a little skeptical, but they're going to play whatever other threat they have anyway. So this is a bit of a standstill, but I think we have the advantage, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, so here's the thing. He actually has to either tap the... Oh, okay, now he doesn't have enough... Now he doesn't have the card to do it. Sure. I'll get in for a 6. Yeah, either way, we're chilling. And I'm actually happy to discard the Luminarch Aspirant. Cool. And I can honestly trade the Spellbinder here. Either way, we're kind of chilling, if I'm frankly honest. Like, it'd be hard for our opponent to really deal with what we have. Sure. I mean, I have 2 Seasoned Hollow Blades to your 1, so I'm happy to make you discard whatever you have. Oh, is this an Embercleave? No, you have 4 mana, right? Yeah, 4. I was like kind of worried for a second. I was like, whoa, did I miscalculate here? Yeah, I mean, you either discard your remaining card in hand or you make the trade. Like, sure. Yeah, that's fine. What was that? Sure. It's actually not bad. Okay, so he's playing like a different variant of mono red, which I respect to some degree. Some degree. Okay. Yeah, we actually keep that. Yeah, he might actually kill himself. Yeah, and we keep the Fabled Passage just to feed one of our Seasoned Hollow Blades. I think we win. Honestly, even if we don't kill him next turn, he kills himself, which I might just let happen, because that would be hilarious. And here we definitely block because, again, make them discard the last card in hand, right? Like, they're using my card, and it's not meant for their deck. Sure. Here's the thing. I'm gonna let you kill yourself. I got nothing. I'm gonna forget I had a turn. Look, I might lose here for whatever reason, but I'm willing to... No, come on, at least kill yourself! Oh, alright, so we don't get the funny trigger, but we all knew it was going to happen. So, there you go. This is Monowhite Midrange, kind of looking at the meta as best as we can, finding out ways to counter it. I think Banishing Light and Glass Caskets are worthy endeavors in a best of 1, but that's just my personal thoughts. So, again, if you enjoyed this video, click those buttons, help me to get to 300 subscribers. I'm trying to catch up to the other relatively other content MTG creators. I've actually been around for quite some time, and so I think it's time for us to get into the spotlight. What do you say, guys? So help me out, follow me on Twitch, all that good stuff. Be sure to watch my other videos as well. And of course, right now up top, YouTube is showing a video of my most recent upload, and right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically like, probably a deck you haven't seen me play before. So go ahead, check those videos out, explore the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you for the next NerdPhil.